And for the main components is the CPU, and the CPU is Intel Core i5-10400F desktop processor with 6 cores up 4.3 GHz without processor, graphics LGA 1200 Intel 400 series chipset, and it has a 65 watts. This CPU it has a 6 cores and 12 threads and socket type LGA 1200, and it can up to 4.3 GHz with compatible with Intel 400 series chipset based motherboards. And also it is Intel Optane memory support. So that's it for the CPU. And for the motherboard is Gigabyte each 470 Auras Pro AX. This motherboard supports 10th Gen Intel Core series processor with dual channel non-ECC and buffered DDR4 with 4 DIMM slots, and it has direct 11 pieces digital VRM solution. And for the advanced thermal design with enlarged surface heatsink, the Smart Fan 5 features multiple temperature sensors and hybrid fan headers with fan stop. The Intel Optane memory ready with onboard Intel Wi-Fi 6 800 2.11ex 2T2R and BT5 with Aura's antenna. So that's it for the motherboard. And for the RAM is G.Skill 16GB with 2 8GB Trident Z RGB series DDR4 with PC4 20800 and 3600 MHz with 288 pins desktop memory model. This RAM is capacity of 16GB with 2 8GB and the type is 288 pins DDR4 is the RAM with speed of DDR4 3600 MHz, PC4 28800 and the CES latency of 16 timing 1619 1939 voltage with 1.35 voltage ACC, and it has a buffered and registered with unbuffered multi-channel kit, dual channel kit color black heat spreader. So that's it for the RAM. And for the M.2 or SSD is WD Black SN750 1TB NVMe internal gaming SSD with Gen 3 PCIe and M.2 2280 with 3D NAND, and this is an exclusive WD Black SSD dashboard with gaming mode improves game performance with the available in capacities ranging from 250GB to 2TB, and for the ideal for enthusiasts building custom desktops or gaming rigs, the NVMe drive not compatible with SATA interface. So that's it for the M.2 or SSD. And for the case is MSI Premium Mid-Tower PC Gaming Case. It has tempered glass side panel with RGB 120mm fan, and it can support liquid cooling up to 420mm radiator, and also good for cable management system. This case has 3 120mm fans, 1 120mm addressable RGB fans, support MSI Mystic Light for the unlimited customization options, bundled with a 1 to 8 eRGB LED hub to help you more attractive ways to decorate your gaming rig by the LED strips, and support 3D printable parts, personalize your own nameplates or logos to show off your own style with RGB effects, with 4mm tinted tempered glass side panel, making it ideal for showcasing your build with RGB lighting. The MSI Mystic Light offers multiple colors and effects for you to set up your rig with your own style. So that's it for the case. And for the CPU color is MSI Mag Core Liquid 240R with EIO RGB CPU liquid color with rotating cap design, and it is 240mm radiator with dual 120mm RGB PWM fans. The timeless reliability of this CPU color is the motor ceramic bearing has been designed to stand up to 100,000 hours of life expectancy, And the total RGB fan control is included RGB fan support, custom speed with PWM fan and customizable lightning through software with the rotatable cap with mount the cold plate in any orientation, turn the cap up to 270 degrees to keep it upright. And for the radiator pump design is the pump has been integrated into the radiator for sound dampening and noise reduction. And for the compatible socket and CPU is for Intel and AMD. So that's it for the CPU color. So for the GPU or the graphics card is MSI Gaming Radeon RX 5700 XT, and it has 256 bits with 8 GB GDDR6 and HDMI/DP. With the dual fans crossfire FreeSync Navi architecture graphics card RX 5700 XT Gaming X. The chipset RX 5700 XT with video memory 8 GB and GDDR6, and the boost clock is 1980 MHz with memory interface of 256 bits, and the output display port is 3V14 with HDMI 2 0B by 1. So that's it for the GPU or the graphics card. And for the PSU or the power supply is EVGA 700 GD 80 plus gold 700 watts power supply 100 GD 0700 V1, and this PSU or power supply is 80 plus gold certified with 90% efficiency or higher under typical loads with angle 12 volts real DC to DC converter to improve 3.3 volts and 5 volts stability with active power factor correction, and also it has 5 years and unparalleled EVGA customer support with heavy duty protection including OBF over voltage protection, UBF under voltage protection, UCP over current protection, OPP over power protection, and ECP short circuit protection. So that's it for the PSU or the power supply. So that's it. Good luck to your PC build and see you in the next video. Thank you.